Korohi pō. Korongo I whakatūria ki te matahaua, tū te wini, tū te wana, tū I whakaputaina ki te whaiau ki te ao mārama. Tihe wa Māori ora. Tēnei ka mihi kia tātou katoa te Parawhau. E rere ana te pāti hake na tātou ki kone. E ake te take hore kau tātou I hari ki te tahi o tātou marae. Me kau au e kōrori ki kone. Ko te mea nui kei kone I tātou katoa. E kaupapa kei mui a tātou hei whakatinana. Nō reire e mihi atu ana kia koutou. Mai takahi wai. Mai tangi te roria. Mai korokota. Mai I mau ngārongo. Nau mai. Haere mai. E hari anu te ngākau ki te kite atu I tō momo e no noho nei ki konei. Ka hoki ngā mahara ki roto I o tātou mātu o tātou tūpuna I tō rātou wā. Ka kite o koutou kanahi, ka kite I a rātou e ora taunu nei ki roto I a koutou katoa. Haere mai. Me mihi ki o tātou tini ma te hinga nei e hinga mai nei ku hinga atura. Me tuko rātu ki oki. Kia whitirere I hoake ki tēnei wātonu, kia tātou te kanohi ora. E te kanohi ora, e mihi ana kia koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Hori kau au e hihena ki te tōroa ki konei, te mea hei tino kaupapa kei mui a tātou. Ko te ino au ki te tahi waku kaihana mana tātou e arahi ki roto I te karakia. Nā reire tū mai e kara.
E te māngā e nā ana e rapono, e te turu tupi tapu ki a tātu mai ana koutou. Ki waina nui ki tēnei, whakamoemeti o mātou. Hei tātari I ngā kupu katoa e whakapūka na ana e mātou I roto I te koutou kororiatanga. Ko koutou nei hoki te timatanga me te whakaotina mai o mātou. Hei tūmanako atu nei I roto I te koutou kororiatanga. Ko te māngai, hei tautoko mai. Āmene.
Nā me tuko te rākau kōrero kia koutou. Me noho mātou ki raro te whakaiti. Me te mihi atu kia koutou, tēnā koutou te ihi. Tēnā koutou te wehi. Tēnā koutou te wana. Tēnā koutou te tapu. Hei raro.
Tihe o Māori ora ki te whaiau ki te amara. Tini katua. Ko le hoki tai au ki me peha la kore ro tima ka maka. Wana ka mihi atu nei ki tō tātou. Kai hautu ngi ki tō tātou waka waiu. Kara tēnā rā. Tēnā rā koe koe ea no te kore ro tamolangu o te hapa eo ki. Nā leira rā tini ka mihi atu nei. Kia koe ko tērā waha. Ono tūpota ki tēnei whakautu ngai ngā mihi e te rangatira. Mihi mai nei ki a mātou, te Parawhau ko tau mai nei runga no te leo kranga o te nira. E piki hui anō ki tēnei, ko ia mātou tau mai nei te nira. No lere e mihi ana, kia koe e mihi ana kia koutou kia tātou katoa. E ngā mātou, e ngā whae, ngā tini kāla kalangatanga, koutou tātou ko hau mai nei te nira. Me mihi atu nei ki tēnei o tātou whara. Tāma tuatahi moku tēnei haere ngā mai te nira. Ngari ka kōre rongi atu e ki ngā iwi e mōhio marika ana ki tēnei whare me he me tai whare te kōrero. Ka nui wana kōru. No lene e tikana ka mihi atu nei ki te whare. E whakaruru hau I a tātou tēnei wā. E mihi ana ki te papai wā. A tēnā ana hoku kauru. No lene e hari te mea tōro he ono tūpota ki tēnei. E te whakarutu ngai ngā mihi. Kua mihi ki a tātou kua tau mai nei ki nira. No lene me mihi atu anō ki a wa tātou kai hautu ka hautu ngai ki o tātou ui tēnā no ki koutou katoa. Ka nui mene māku huri no, a huri no tēnā koutou koro tātou.
Ni o Māori ora. Kia putātu I te whei au ki te aumara. Nā tuatahi māku ko te wehi ki aihua ki tō tātou matua nui te rangi. Mōna nei te kaha, tōna kaha ki te manaki, te tiaki I a tātou. Wana tamariki e hikoe nei runga I te mato tōna whenua. Nā reira mihi atona ki a koe o pania, ko koe hoki te kaihakatu I te arawhatawairua mō tātou, kia ai tātou ki te noho tātou ki tō tātou matua nui te rangi ki te wāhi ngaro, I rote I te āhuatango o au kupu karakia. Nā reire mihi atuna kia koe mō tēnā wāhanga, tēnā rā koe. Kara e raniera karangamai. Karangamai mihi mai whakatau mai te Parawhau whānui kua tai mai nei I runga I te karanga o te hui. Hakoa taku pauri kei raru iho nei tō tātou marae, kei konei tātou kei te horo nei. Engari kia hatia, hoi loko ki te atou, te tini hoki o tātou kua tai mai nei, nā reira ka nui taku whakamiharo ki tēnā. Hakoa taku pauri tanga ki tō tātou marae. Mihi atuna kia tātou katoa kui mai karama, hine mai tamama, tēnā rā tātou katoa, kua tai mai tātou ki tēnei huinui. Nā reira karai raniera ka hore hau hia na kia kūmero te ainami I te mea, mō hea nau te iwine kei a rātou pēr ngā kōrero mo te kaupapane. Engari ko tātou mate tini e ngaroa tine tai te pehe. Tēni tangi atuna ki tēro ki tō taukete kia Georgie, nā koutou hoki I whakaoki atu ki roto o te kapotai, kia oki ai. Ko tahi anō te kōrero ki aia, a kia rātou rātou kua hinga, haere koutou e ngā mate, haere koutou. Nā reira piti hono tātai hono ko te hunga mate ki te hunga mate, piti hono tātai hono ko te hunga aura ki te hunga aura, haka o kia mea na ngā rarangi kōrero kia tātou e no hono honei tātou, I raro I te tuanui o te whare e tūnei. Ka nui tēnei kōrero māku, hoi no tāku e tautoko ake ana I te mihi a te rā. Kia tātou, e haka o kia tuana I wā mātou mihi, kia koe te rangatira e rāniera. Huri rauna, huri noa, tēnā koutou kia ora huhui mai tātou.
A te hamani ko wātia, wharekau tēnei te whakauti, te kaha o te Parawhau ki te momoai ki rote I o tātou tāngata kanoho tata pātata mai kia tātou, e kita nui a Ngāti hau ki konei, tēnā koutou. Tēnā koutou e ngā whakapapa kukupa, tua taka mai ki roto I a koutou, te kahu o Torongare, a waiatu rāne kei konei. Ka mihi kia koutou katoa, e hara tēnei te pāpahi te wewahi a tātou, haino e mihi ana kia koutou katoa. Ahapa no hia tohono, e mihi ana kia koutou katoa e te Parawhau. Me he kiau ki raro, kia haere tika tonu wa tātou kōrero ki te kaiwhiu, kia mara mai tātou e hawa tātou kaupapa mo tēnei pō. Tēnā tātou ko tahi katoa. Hei raro.
Tēnā tātou e te whānau. Kia ora, ko Niki Wakefielda hau, o te whānau kake. I grew up in Portland, however, and call myself Te Parawhau. I am responsible for this hui being called. However, I did it only as a kaimahi aroha for our hapū. And so I'm here tonight to introduce the hui, introduce our facilitator, and I first want to mihi to our haukainga who offered to host this hui here at Otaika Hall tonight, in the rohi o Te Parawhau. I mihi to all of the various parts of Te Parawhau who have come together, and just so honoured to be here tonight. We're in good hands to get through this very important hui, so I'll keep my mihi short. But I do want to call for apologies before I hand it over to our facilitator. Kia ora.
The hapū of whāngarei, and each of the hapū had a day, and I think, I remember Whairoka and Patu Harakeke were in the kitchen. It was an amazing sight, 300 odd people every day at Flora North coming together to talk about our stories and our losses. But we also mihi te korokota, and I think of Uncle Hori, and I think of Uncle Patty, Tauhi Mari Marae. When you take it out to the marae in the country, you're on country time. The buses may not be able to turn where you had planned for them to turn in the site visits. It was all well planned out, and sometimes you just got to move with what happens. But I mihi te korokota, being a part of supporting that hearing It was awesome working with the haukainga and the way that the Hapu Mangakahia all came together and did different parts of the work. Whether it was the boys in the car park looking after the car park, the Māori wardens, our kitchen crew, I don't know whether Denise was here, you know, it was awesome. And it was great to have our whānau hosting the tribunal on their own marae. So I mihi tū te mana o ngā Hapu Mangakahia me ki te Parawhau whānau. The whāngarei hearings again, 2015, Ngāti Hau hosted at Akirama, and that was unique again because it was in the thick of summer and it was so hot. It was really hot and we had fans right throughout the wharehui trying to fan everybody and cool everyone down. Alan Halliday had his eel transfers, you know, the putting the tamariki, the tuna into the river. We had a tamariki area there for our babies to hang out, and we had only Nui Walker still with us at that time. So it was a special occasion. Once again, rural communities coming together as hapua whāngarei to host the Waitangi Tribunal and tell our stories. So I mihi to those whānau who hosted. Coming back to whāngarei Te Tiriti, our focal marae, and our presentations, we're closing out our journey as the hapua whāngarei, February 2016. And the whare was full. It was full every day. It was full of legal counsel, it was full of our uri, and it was full of our whānau coming together to learn together about our local stories. And then our closing statements. We joined with other hapū, so our closing statements were general, and we had Hokurianga with us, and we had other hapū who were presenting with us at Whāngarei Te Tiriti. But the closing statements were, what were those last things, those closing statements, those take-home messages you wanted the Waitangi Tribunal to hear. So that's what this hearing did. And it was awesome to have, you know, really clear, succinct kōrero coming from our claimants and those other hapū who presented around the things that they lost, but then also the things that they want returned in terms of the remedies. So I mihi to everybody who participated in that, and Nikki who was coordinating us at the time. Then the final statements, October 2017, Uncle Oneroa with his noose. That was great. You know, he's very charismatic, and you know, he's got his toko and the noose. And we presented our closing statements as ngā hapua whāngarei. And I must say that it was the end of a long journey for us, but it's the beginning of our opportunity to move forward together. But we went into urgency hearings. Ngā hapua whāngarei were a part of the urgency hearings on the Tūhoranuku mandate. And so what I'm going to talk to you next is around the Tūhoranuku mandate and the key findings that the Waitangi Tribunal gave us, whereby we had an opportunity to pause, to halt the mandate process for Ngāpuhi and to take a breather and look to reconcile ourselves and move forward. So the urgent inquiry for Tūhoranuku, it was an application, we had applications go in on the mandate. We had opposition coming through from our whānau, and the report was released in September 2015. And basically, the Waitangi Tribunal upheld our evidence or our kōrero, whereby we said actually the Crown had predetermined this kaupapa for us. They had already designed what it was going to be, and the Waitangi Tribunal agreed with us. So some of the findings were, the top three. The Crown has an active duty to protect our rights as tangata whenua. Now, in recognising the Tūhoranuku mandate, the Crown failed to protect our rangatiratanga as ngā hapū o Ngāpuhi. And that actually, we were prejudiced even further by the recognition of the Tūhoranuku mandate because of what we had experienced. We had an urgency hearing which was an incredible thing to watch, because our claimants came together, our hapū came together, and they put forward the reasons why they cannot support the Tūhoranuku mandate, and the Waitangi Tribunal found in our favour. So the recommendations were that we had a well-founded case in terms of the Tūhoranuku mandate, and they had given us, the Waitangi Tribunal gave us 7 actions that needed to take place around the mandate. That the Crown needed to halt negotiations with Tūhoranuku and give Ngāpuhi the necessary space and time to work through the issues that had been identified. That hapū must be able to determine whether we want to be a part of Tūhoranuku or not, hence these hui. So this is something for us as hapū to consider whether we want to be a part of tūhoranuku or not. That those hapū that do want to go in, have the space and time and the ability to look at their representation. And I don't want to go into the representation, it's quite tricky and stuff, but for that, those who do want to go into tūhoranuku, that they have the ability to choose their representatives. That Ngāpuhi hapū should also have further discussions about the type of hapū representation on the board of tūhoranuku. So we're going to talk about that further in the evolved mandate and some of the changes that have been made. But that we should look at hapū representation, because at the time, in the urgency, there wasn't enough hapū representation. That the Crown has a condition of the continued recognition of the mandate that a clear majority of support must be still provided to tūhoranuku. That actually that tūhoranuku needs to show that they have the majority support from Ngāpuhi for them to still exist. That there needs to be a workable withdrawal mechanism. It's like Hotel California, whānau. Once you're in, you can't get out. That's what tūhoranuku was. So the Waitangi Tribunal said, no, ka kore, there needs to be a workable withdrawal mechanism within whatever the new creation is. So we're going to talk about that today. But that also, the Crown, to support those who do want to withdraw, that we should have, so if we don't want to go in, so while we're in this pause and we don't want to go in, that we have the space, the time, the information and the resource to be able to prepare ourselves as our own large natural groupings and obtain our own mandates. So that's a really good recommendation for those of us who may not want to go into this. So, just reflecting on the whānau, we've been operating as a whānau tai whenua, a regional rōpū of claimants and hapū members, and we developed this tai whenua position statement. And I just want to share it with you because it really goes to the heart of some of the ongoing concerns that we have. First of all, we make a commitment that we want to continue to work together. So, te whakakotahitanga o ngā hapu o whānau, we actually do want to work together. We reiterate that we have a desire to work together. That we remain opposed to the tūhoranuku mandate. That actually, at the time in August, we were seeking more resource so that we as whānau and ngā hapu o whānau can continue to meet, because in order for us to maintain our kotahitanga, we need to be resourced to do so as well. That actually the commercial redress without giving effect to hapu rangatiratanga is not tenable. So on that basis, whānau tai whenua reject the current proposal. So this is in August. So we rejected the proposal in August because we saw the way with which our hapu rangatiratanga was still not being shared and enhanced within the proposal at the time. And we resent the lack of haukainga involvement in the planning of the minister's visits and the subsequent hui that have taken place. They've happened to us, not with us. So that was something that we put forward in August, saying, actually, you didn't even ask us, because we could have helped. We could have made sure that we got our marae, that our catering was sorted, and it would be a beautiful thing. So at the time, in August, we said, no, kaore. And reiterated the fact that only whānau speaks for whānau. Koreko te tahi tamaka tuatu i ngā hapu o whānau. And that these were shared statements that we composed or compiled and passed in August in preparation for the minister's visit, which was on the 9th of August. So he came to Otaika marae at the time. So this was in anticipation of him coming. Finally, whānau, we have a strategic intent which we need to renew and we need to refresh. But it just breathes some life into our mahi and maintains a focus for us as whānau tai whenua. And basically, we want to continue to work together, that we support and we affirm the importance of he whakapūtanga me Te Tiriti o Waitangi. That stage 1 report and its findings that our tupuna did not cede sovereignty, hapu rangatiratanga. That the mandate inquiry into tūhoranuku, we support that. We hold that up as something that is an issue for us ongoing. The Ngāti Wai mandate as well, whānau, because we've got 3 iwi on us in whānau, Ngāti Wai, Ngāti Whātua, Ngāpuhi. 3 mandates, all on top of us. So we uphold the findings of both Ngapuhi and Ngāti Wai because we won on both occasions, and Te Parawhau was a part of both. But that we also have a commitment as ngā hapua whāngarei that we want to work together to identify our rohe and look to work together around a structure that supports us collectively. And we maintain our desire to be connected to Ngāpuhi Nui Tonu. So not just looking at ourselves, but also Ngāpuhi Nui Tonu, and how can we maintain that connection to the wider wharetapu. So that's just putting some context to you in terms of our journey thus far. We've done our hearings, we've maintained our opposition to our mandates which are upon us, 3 iwi, Ngāti Wai, Ngāti Whātua, Ngāpuhi, and we have these strategic intent where we maintain our opposition, our commitment to working together, and those things which are the tuapapa, the foundation for us, all these documents here. So, there were a few roadshows. Anybody go to the roadshows around the Rohe? There's been quite a few. It's been every month they have come out and they have given us a new proposal. It's been changed and updated. So, there were monthly hui and they were across our Rohe, and then they were outside of our Rohe, and then they went to Australia. Some of the key things, I'm a hui goer, so I went to quite a few, maybe about 16. But that's just me, and I wanted to hear the kōrero in each of our regions, and I wanted to go to Auckland and listen to our whānau outside of the Rohe too, because it's really important to hear their voice. Some of the things that we heard, Hapu rangatiratanga, the Maranga Mai document that was missing, Hapu-led settlement, don't separate the commercial and the cultural, don't separate them, why are they separate? And then how do we connect with that urban voice? So those are some of the themes that came through. So, I'm just going to propose a couple of things in terms of the I and the kāpore. If our hapu was to say kāpore, what would be the next steps? Well, the Crown's indicated that they could re-engage with us around 2020 or earlier. If we were to say kāpore, it would give us the space and time to build our hapu capability and capacity, and we'll look to work with like-minded hapu, where we could actually create our own large natural grouping and seek our own mandate together from the flax fruit up. And that's what the Waitangi Tribunal said within the Tūhoranuku urgency report, was that we need to be supported for those who say kāpore, in order to have the space, time, resource and the support to create those large natural groupings and seek our own mandates. But if we say yes, we need to consider urban representation. Do we want them on there? And one is going to speak more to this, so you'll hear more about the proposal. Kaumātua representation, that was something in the Tūhoranuku mandate, it's something that they maintain now. And also, good old te runanga ai o Ngāpuhi, do we want them at the table in our treaty settlement? So, that's all proposed within version 4, so there's been 4 versions of the proposal, and we are only considering version 4, which has been released for our consideration. And one is going to speak to that further. But what I do want to encourage us is to look to the horizons and look at what we want for our people and our riri. Let us not be rushed. We're good. We're actually really good, and I think we're at a really good place as ngā hapua whāngarei and Te Parawhau, that we've got a good mobilisation, that we're working together and we're getting somewhere. So, in closing, I mihi to all of you who have given the time to the hui tonight, but also the journey and those who have gone before us and laid that foundation for us in terms of us moving forward and what are our next steps. This is a really big kaupapa, and it's really awesome that we've got a big turnout tonight. So I mihi to Te Parawhau whānau for taking the time to come. And don't forget, you've got to make sure that your individual votes are in by the 7th of December. Special vote forms are at the back table there. We want everybody to participate wherever they are in the world. So please take some of those individual special vote forms for your whānau. You need a bit of ID with it as well to prove who they are. And then we want to get them away. Because your vote is an individual count, but this is a hapu decision-making process, which we were affirmed through the Tūhoranuku urgency that we needed the space and time as hapu to consider this. So I'm making to you tonight. Kia ora tātou.
O tēnā koe hūna, thank you for that. I just want to reinforce what Huhana's just said about the individual votes. The registration forms, if you're not already registered with the Hapu or Ngāpuhi, are just at the back of the room. If you can get those registration forms in, if you want to register to vote, and you have to register to vote, if you're not already with the Rūnanga. Otherwise you can't vote, basically. So registration forms are at the back of the room. They do need to be in by Monday, 3rd of December, okay? Then you will get a voting pack either posted to you or a link emailed to you if you're going to do it online. And then it's a pretty simple process from there to complete the vote. Is there any questions about the individual vote? This is the hapū, it's not really about the individual voting, but just to make sure that everyone understands that they're two separate votes and how to complete that. Got 2 questions here?
Can I just vote for the hapū vote without registering?
Yes. To vote tonight, you do have to register with the at the desk and get your voting card. Yeah. But you don't have to register on the individual vote form to participate tonight in the hapū decision, and you don't have to do both. You can just opt to do one or the other or both.
So, the ones that you've sent out, you have to get that form into by the 3rd.
That's a voting paper that needs to be in by Friday the 7th. That's next Friday.
For that to be a legal voting form, we have to have this other one then identified in by the 3rd.
No, so those are the individual voting papers. They have to be in by the 7th. So you don't need to register. The registration forms need to be in by the 3rd. But because you've already got your voting papers, you don't need to register to vote. You just need to fill those out and get them by the 7th.
And that's for the ones that have just put in for like Canada.
Nanny's fine, she's got her voting papers and we've got them. So by the 7th. Those of you who have your vote packs need to have your votes in by the 7th. Yeah, those of you who aren't registered with Te Tiriti or Ngapuhi or haven't received the vote pack as a special vote. So we need to have them in by Monday. Yeah, by Monday. But if you have a vote pack, you've got till the 7th, Friday.
We have another question at the back.
Based in with the principal, I have 2 daughters who are currently, one's on the ocean somewhere, but actually overseas, who at this stage I've said have not registered. I'm assuming that they must register themselves?
Yes, they do. They need to send in a copy of their ID with the registration form. If they've got any online capability wherever they are, then they can just scan it and email it through. Or ring the 0800 number and get them to, ask the independent returning officer of which directly how to manage that. So if she's on a boat, I'm assuming she might have internet access.
Yeah, that's the one issue.
Yeah.
She won't actually be back in Aotearoa or something. The other one that I have to try and get is one of my daughters in Hawaii. Is whether or not she can actually get into the registration.
Yeah, so if they can get internet access, they can scan their forms and their ID and email them through. And then they'll be emailed back an online vote.
The election comms one, is that one?
Yeah, it's the one. And it's, the information is on the forms too.
Sure.
Any other? Oh, cool.
Kia ora, there was a comment or kōrero that come out that the possibility of the individual votes, whānau that can't make it here tonight, being part of this hapū vote, and whether, just a kōrero, whether does this hapū does fully confirm it or has it been confirmed in another way?
No, this week confirms that. So that'll be part of the decision that we have to make tonight before we actually make the decision on whether this is secured. All right. If there's no other questions about the individual vote, we'll just move on to the, oh, the one more.
My husband and my two children were registered in Ngāpuhi, but you know they didn't go on any form and they're still on the same addresses. So if they write home and vote, that would mean that those votes, they couldn't take in they're in favour of mandate?
No, if they haven't voted, then they won't be counted either way. But you can ring Election NZ who have the database from the Ringana, and they'll be able to find them if they're registered. They'll be able to find them and just send them straight out a voting pack.
Which I did bring them.
Right. Have you got your voting pack? I think you just need to chase them up and get them to see it.
Oh, I got mine, and my husband still lives in the same place with me, but he's independent. But I just found it interesting. I mean, how would it be affected? What would the impact be?
Yeah,
If they happened a lot.
Yeah, it happens to me too. So I ran elections because I'm registered with the Ringana and I never got my pack, but I ran elections and they emailed me the link. So it's a little faster than waiting for the pack to get posted out. So they emailed me the link. I was already on the register, it's just for some reason I didn't get the pack.
On that link, when it comes back, it gives you your PIN and your special PIN and password.
Yeah, it does, and it's unique to you. And so you just follow the details and you can place your vote from there. Interestingly, I thought if you said kāore in your vote, you don't get to answer the questions on kaumātua, urban and trail, but my cousin did last night. She said to me, hey, yeah, you still, and I said, oh, I did, does it? And she said, yeah, I still have to answer it. So interesting.
I'll just clarify that. So online, to complete the form and submit it, you have to answer all 4 questions, even if you say no to the first one. Otherwise, if you say no to the first one, don't answer the other 3, you wouldn't have actually submitted the vote. And you must check that you got your email confirming that they've received your vote. That should be automatic and come straight to you as soon as you've actually submitted the vote. So the email confirming that is the way to know for sure that your vote's been received. Okay?
So you have to vote on 3, the 2 parts of 3, knowing that the part that you want to vote, which you've already rejected if you want.
Yeah, if you answer no to the first question and it says your answers to all the other questions will not be taken into account, you still have to answer the other 3 questions to submit the actual vote. It's quite confusing, so make sure you answer all the questions regardless of whether you're a yes voter or a no voter. Cool, there's a
just for the, say it's a kaupapa or te hui, I was just asking, how can we have a community hall, not a Pacific Marae?
I don't actually know the answer. I'm just here to facilitate the decision of Te Parawhau. I had no hand in organising the actual group. But if you want to maybe direct your question to Nikki later, she'll probably be able to help you with that. Okay? All right.
Okay, those of us who only choose those of us who did a vote on the 2 top questions and we didn't vote on the others, can we get in touch with them and file the applications and give them votes not count? Was it online?
Yeah. So the online voting does require you to answer all 4 questions. The paper voting doesn't. So if you've answered no to the first question, you don't have to answer the other 3 questions. But online you do, otherwise your form doesn't get submitted. All right. Shall we move into the hapū decision? Because that's what we're here Tonight for? Alright, so tonight we are, Te Parawhau are deciding, and it's whether or not to support the tūhono proposal, and we have to be clear about whether Te Parawhau here in this room tonight support or not that proposal. And that needs to, we need to step through a few things in order for us to get to that decision. But I just want to gauge before we get into that how, if there's anybody in the room that doesn't understand the proposal, would it be helpful for us to do a general overview of the proposal first, or is there anyone with specific questions about the proposal that you have that you want clarified before you make your decision? Or if you're all here ready to vote, we can get straight into that and move into the decisions that need to be made before the vote's taken. We've got two questions, go Tom.
Yeah. Suppose I vote no. How does that affect the proposal?
As an individual
yes,
or as a hapū?
so for the hapū vote, does it mean anything?
Yes, it does. So if you vote in support of the proposal, if Te Parawhau votes tonight in support of the proposal, then you will become one of the 110 Ngāpuhi hapū that support it. To meet the threshold that has been set by Te Rōpū Tūhono, they need 72 of the hapū of Ngāpuhi to support it for this to go ahead, and they also need 75% of the individual voters to be voting in favour of it for it to go forward. So, so Te Parawhau, if you say yes tonight, will count as one of those 72 that are needed to meet the thresholds that have been set. If you vote no, then you will obviously count against that, and you will make a difference to whether or not the threshold is being met. And if 39 of our hapū vote against this, then that 65% threshold that they've set will not be met. So the Parawhau will count as part of the 39 against it. Now, if you're not happy to move forward with this and it goes forward anyway, because 72 hapū have voted in favour but Te Parawhau haven't, then you have the option to withdraw at any point in the process that you want to from being included in the mandate. And if the whole thing falls over because there's just simply not enough support and it doesn't move forward, then Te Parawhau will have options to obtain a mandate in a different way, potentially with Ngā Hapu o Whāngarei as has been tonight, or in another way in terms of forming a large natural grouping and obtaining a mandate. But the process, the mandating process would need to start again. It would basically be a clean slate.
So a hapū with 100 people who say no, or that, so a hapū with 100 people who make a majority decision to say yes, will have much power and weight as a hapū comprising 10 people who say no.
Yes, sort of, yes. So some hapū have opted for the individual vote to be part of the tally of the hapū decision, which is one of the questions that was raised earlier that we need to get to tonight as Te Parawhau. In those cases, we don't know how many people might participate if those individual votes are counted. And we do know that there's hapū that have already been held with very few of the hapū in attendance, and Waitangi, I think there was one hapū there that had 6 people that voted in favour of the proposal. But that counts as one hapū decision. So yes. You can't vote?
I'm just asking, when they set the pay scale, if you truly had a look at it, you nearly had to have a university entrance to fill it in. I mean, you had to, how come they never made it so easy like how we vote for illiterates? Because they just, I'm ticking this follow, I'm ticking not that follow. But it was so difficult, and just imagine the ones, the Māoris that haven't got the right literature, they'll have really hard to understand their piece of paper that they sent out in your pack.
Kia ora. Yes, I completely agree with you. I'm a trained treaty lawyer with 17 years experience. I literally had to read it 6 times before I could get my head around it. So if anyone in this room feels like you don't understand it, you're not alone in that. And you should use this opportunity to really understand it, because that's what we're here to try and help with, is to make sure everyone does get it. But you're right, it's not particularly easy to understand. Where you do need help, you can ring the 0800 number and you can contact a whole raft of people.
I did ring the 0800, they could help me. They told me to speak to someone at the, down in Waitangi. They told me to go and speak to someone there.
Right. Have you had any luck? Do you still need help? Okay, someone here will help you. Someone here will help you, but maybe not like this, maybe afterwards in a break or something like that, so that we can make sure that you understand what you're needing to do.
Can I clarify something that you were saying? That there's a concern or there is a request to allow the independent votes to become part of this overall voting? Why would they do that? Because we insisted that in order to vote as hapū with the lands of the hapū, you had to come home and make this happen. And I believe that we've got that concern covered in the manner that these papers have come out now. And you're telling me that some of our own hapū are wanting to change that, or is it the Tūhono group that wants to change it?
So Tūhono has given all of the hapū an option, and that option is to either add the individual votes where somebody has ticked a Parawhau in the list of hapū to tonight's tally, or not. You don't have to do that, but it's an option now that's just been introduced partway through the process. So that's one of the decisions we need to make tonight, that Te Parawhau will need to make tonight, is whether you do that or not, okay?
I find that really, really dangerous, because I know that people have voted in Australia and they got 300 votes on those independent, but not one of those people voted as hapū, because they believed in order to vote for the hapū they had to come home to the hopāinga, they had to come home to the lands. Now, if you're going to, and I know that Tūhono has found a lot of that evidence out, now if we're going to allow them to change, then we defeat our purpose of saying the hapū lands must be sat on and talked about back home, if you want to vote for it.
Kia ora. I think we're going to have that debate shortly. That is something that I think there's a few people in the room that will probably have a view on, and that's a decision that you all tonight need to make, whether or not you do add those individual votes to tonight's tally or not, okay? So we will get to that point, Louisa. Kia ora.
I'm still confused about the mandate. So if we vote tonight, yes or no, it's with that mandate in place. So how does that impact upon our decision?
Okay, just so the vote tonight is to evolve the mandate. So the vote tonight is to essentially move the mandate from where it has been within the Tūhono structure into a new structure, which some would argue is not much different from Tūhono, and some would say it's completely different. But that's one of the things that we will get into if you want to go through the proposal, is what the structure would look like if you voted for it, what what we would end up with if it moves forward. If the decision of all the hapu that need to be part of this is to move forward with this evolved mandate, then it will change from what it's been into the new model. Does that make sense? If we vote against it, and enough hapu vote against it, then the whole mandate just gets swept away, basically. But if you vote against it and you don't want it, and it goes forward because they get enough of the rest of Ngāpuhi hapu in support of it, then you have the ability to withdraw and pull away from it anyway. Okay, so what's the feeling like in terms of, do you understand the proposal? Do you want an overview of the proposal in terms of the structure and the elements of it and how it all fits together and how it works, or are you informed and ready to make a decision? Yeah, make a decision? Okay. Carl? You want to go through the proposal? Where's the couple? Who wants to clarify something? I've got
make a decision there, whānau. I think, kia ora whānau, I think on behalf of my whānau from here, some of us people, I've been tracking it for quite a while too, so I think some of us are less informed just because we're not involved with social media and what's up there on the internet, so some of our people around here might be a bit not sure. My whānau are up with the page, so I think we need to make a decision because, you know, to me and my whānau, I can guarantee you that, and I'm also from Whiti Wai, so tautoko my whānau from out there, we've really done ours, so at the end of the day, us, the Parawhau, Te Hapu, I mean, Salmon and all that, we make our own decisions, and I don't know if anybody's behind me, but yeah, make that decision. No, to me,
I reckon we have the vote.
Kia ora mai tātou kei kone I te Parawhau ki Hokianga. Mai ana I raro o te tuenu I o tēnei whare. I heke mai mātou ia te ipu whakatara, ia tito, nā taipu no kia mātou, e noho nei. Moana, a wangawanga na hau I tēnei wā, I te take, I think, you know, we have to set our tikanga I mua o te mātou pōtitanga.
Yes.
So I think there's one already on the floor. I'd like to put a proposal up also. Mā tātou, mo tēnei pō. Ka nui wa mātou hapu I roto hokianga I pōti no, ka hore. So, mātou I roto te mā hure, te huri kaiwhare, Ngāti hurihanga, Ngāti pākau, tūtauru, piki no. Ka nui mātou e pērana I tai mai mātou me tērā o ngā pōtitanga, mo tō mātou whānau, I roto hokianga, I roto tāmaki, I roto whangare I tēranga Parawhau. Ka nui mātou e noho ana I roto I ngā taone. Ko mātou, ngā kaikōrero mo tō mātou whānau, tō mātou whānau anō, tō mātou whānau e kōrero. Ona tāku mo tēnei wā, kia ora mai tātou.
It was right, we do need to decide tonight on the tikanga of how this decision will be made. Before we actually vote yes or no, we need the whare to agree on how we will make this decision. Is there anyone, we've got quite a few in favour of going straight to the vote, is there anyone that needs some clarity around the proposal before we do that?
Kia ora, moana, tēnā mga tātou katoa e tātou. So, while some of us are here, or many of us are here in terms of how all of this has been dealt with within our whānau, this hui is about the hapu. And so it's important that the whole hapu is properly informed in terms of making the decision. So if everybody is in here is properly informed, ka pai. let's go ahead with the vote. But if there's any of us in here who are not properly informed, well then how are you going to make a properly informed decision? That's my kōrero.
And don't be shy if you do want clarification, because as I said before, it's not actually that easy to understand. It is quite a complex proposal. The information is scattered through several documents, it's no problem to run through it or clarify anything if you need to before the decision is made.
Can I clarify something? With the proposal, with the evolving of the proposal, it's attached to what is currently there as an approved mandate, the 2 ordinance. And that approved mandate is quite clear, where we sit as hapū. And even though the evolved proposal has some suggestions, it has no jurisdiction to make those suggestions. And that's the concern I have. I've always had it. And I think Whangarei has done a good job in taking us through the proposal from when it first started. I haven't been at the hui for this last proposal update, but I still believe that the situation for us hapū is, do we want our tino rangatiratanga or do we not want it? And do we want to give away our right to still have an historical claim when it comes to being able to get the Crown to answer to the breaches, particularly of land loss and clear felling of our forests? You know, we got to get really smart. The quantum for the clear felling of our forest, for the selling of our forest wood, here in this area alone, is in the billions. We're just working on it now. So everybody keeps saying, what's your quantum? We have to get smart and get the people that will do that for us. I can tell you, this country will be bankrupt because it's all in pounds what they lost from us, for us. And be very careful what you're thinking, because there will be some of us who will hold back. And don't say we're greedy, because I'm sitting in here to tell you we are holding back with mangamoka and the charge of treason. So that's all I want to say. But Whangarei has done a good job in informing people, and Parawhau has been a major part of those informing meetings. So I just want to say, we all have the media that we let our families know what's happening, and I hope we've done that. Kia ora.
So it seems like the feeling is we just move ahead to the decision making, eh? All right. So the first decision.
Sorry, just one thing. Before we go into the first decision, can we just have a final call for anyone in the whare who hasn't picked up their registration and their card, kia ora, that this would be the final call to participate in the decision tonight. And that just keeps it tidy for us. Kia ora whanau.
Okay, fine. So if you haven't already registered, now's the time to register, because we will be closing the registration process down once we start making decisions.
We've got 2 more registrations.
2 more? Okay. All right. Whilst there's a couple over there just registering, I'm just going to start to talk us through the first decision that needs to be made tonight. Okay, it's not the actual decision on the proposal, it's the decision on how you make a decision. Hapu? So the hapū, because it's a hapū hui, the hapū can set its tikanga, it can decide how it will determine this issue for Te Parawhau. So we just need a clear decision from you all tonight that the way this decision is being made is supported by all of the Parawhau here tonight. Okay? So what is being suggested, this is subject to your comments and review, and it doesn't have to be this way, but this is a proposed way in which we make this decision tonight, and it's really depends on whether you want to do it this way as to whether we stick with it. So the suggestion is that the decision in the whare tonight, is the decision in the whare tonight the end of it? So the people here in this room decide for Te Parawhau, yes or no? Or do you want to adopt the option of the individual votes being counted towards the hapū decision? If you do that, your decision tonight will not be final. Your decision, Te Parawhau's decision, will not be known until all of the votes are received by the 12th and then tallied by the 17th of December. Okay, so there'll be a lag between what you decide tonight and all those individual votes being included. So you will not know what the final outcome is going to be until after the 17th. Okay, so that is the first issue. Do you want to make a decision in the whare tonight with those that are in the room, or do you want to add the individual votes to the tally? We've had one view on that. Te rā.
Kia ora, a question for me to, should the final decision on the mandate come first, or the hapū decision on the mandate come first, or should the decision on whether to allow individual votes as part of the hapū vote come first? For me personally, I think the hapū vote towards the involved mandate should come second, and that the decision about the individual vote as being part of the hapū vote come first.
Yeah. So that's how we're proposing to do it, is that we make this decision about whether to have that individual vote included now first, and then once we know the outcome of that, we will know whether or not your votes tonight are going to just be a number of the Te Parawhau votes, but not the final Te Parawhau decision. Once we've cleared that up, okay? Is that quite okay? We've got two questions here. Can I look at two?
Kia ora mona, I do have some difficulties here with this, the individual votes. I do have difficulties with individual votes added to the hapū vote. Number one, there are fish hooks in that one. The fact is that we don't know what they've voted for, whether they have been a yes or no. We can't really, honestly, put our lives on that vote. Number two, a lot of them are voting on the blind. They don't understand what's been going down. And the other thing is they haven't got all their hapū tech. So, and they have not been verified. That's the other point. It's very important that they do belong to the hapū. I think people are just ticking. And I'm not saying they are, but a lot of them don't know their full hapū. So there are far too many hooks in that. It's best to have a result tonight rather than adding those extra votes on, because we don't know who they are. Too many fish hooks. The other thing is, if you don't understand anything, why vote yes on it? Vote no. Because you don't go, the idea, and one is right, and we're right. You've got, the lawyers set all this, and you've got to have a lawyer brain. I mean, I'm only just a teacher. And I struggle with what they have out there. So if you're not sure, vote no on anything. If there's a no on your sheet, vote no if you're not sure about what's going on. Even those voting forms were very difficult to follow. I voted, and that's how it is. Kia ora mai tātou.
Another type of board that we will hear. Is there somebody else that wants to speak to that issue?
Right.
everyone's saying, you know, what to vote. I mean, I have a lot of whānau who know who their hapū is, who have voted. They are not here tonight. And I will not, I do, I believe that their vote is counted towards this. How can I vote for them and I'm only one person and you're trying to cut them out? So I'm saying no, I want votes counted, every one of them. You are trying to say that they are not, they don't know what they're voting about? Sorry, my whānau know what they're voting about. All my whānau in Auckland, no matter where they are. They cannot come here tonight and they, you know, and that's how I feel.
Kia ora, my name's Margaret Craig. I live up the road. I mobilised my family. I mobilised my family in Melbourne and Sydney, and we've all voted. And they know what they were signing. They know their hapū, and they took them right. But and they all voted no. So I'd like them to count. It's hard to get mobilised.
One thing about being hapū, we're very lucky to be able to noho on the whenua. Not all of our whānau can, but I know that they support us 100%, whether they're in Tāmaki, South Island or Australia. And the other thing is that they've been watching, they've been ringing, they've been listening and coming back to us as hapū. But the other thing, I'm not just talking about today, or the 10 years, or the 20 years that we've been here. What about the years and years that whānau before us have been working on the whenua, looking after our marae, looking after all the kaupapa at home? Some of them aren't at home anymore, but they're tamariki, they're mokopuna that have had to tautoko their parents and their grandparents for doing all that mahi. Maybe they're overseas, but they were definitely part of the hapū at that time that their tupuna were at home doing the mahi that we do now at home. So for me, I would tautoko that they be included, and also whether it's a no or yes, that's their kōrero, that's their mahi, and they will tautoko whatever happens.
Kia ora koutou, Tāne ana Paki from Parawhau at Te Tiriti, Parawhau and Ngapuhi. I like certainty.
Yeah.
Certainty, when I come to a hui to do a vote, I like to see what the outcome is. And it's frustrating if I come to a hui where people representing Parawhau are here. And what do we see all around the place? Whether we see the people at home doing all the work and their whānau are somewhere else around the world. And you know, let's restore some of the decision making to the people who are there. We're now too papa come back to our marae. And that's the reality. The people at home keep the show going. And I respect what they do. And I respect them having the final say. And they need to be in a position to make that. They've committed themselves to coming here to this important point. And I like to see that those whānau making decisions for our hapū at their hapū territory. Kia ora.
Kia ora tātou. On the individual vote, I say no. And the reason why I say no is that when I voted, I didn't tick any hapū boxes. I just voted on the questions and I left my hapū out. Because that's my information and I did not want them to know that. So, now that they've changed the rules, all my whakapapa is lost. Because if my hapu goes and chooses to put in the individual vote, Huhana's input is not included, because Huhana views the individual vote as for Ngāpuhi nui tonu. But the hapu decision-making process is this. It's kanohi kitea, it's sitting in the hui and having the wānanga together to make a decision. So in voting, I didn't see on these forms any clause saying, and they will include this, our individual vote, in the hapu decision-making process. So I've already put a complaint in around privacy and the sharing of my information, which it can't be shared because my hapu aren't on there. I purposely did that. I don't want them to know my hapu. But now, if we're going to consider Te Parawhau going into this and allowing individual votes in, which is not a part of that and was never put forward, then Huhana's voice gets lost in Te Parawhau. So that's what I say. There's a lot of whānau who didn't tick their hapu boxes, and there's no clause within that form that we signed when we voted saying that they would share our information in the hapu decision-making process. Piri Kwaroa, Tini, they've changed the rules. They just changed it this week. I'm not going to allow that to happen for us. That we all get our voice. It's not about hautanga, it's not about wahoi te whare. Everyone gets a voice in this. Paper, emails. But this is our hapu decision-making process. To sit and to nut it out, just to have the debate, to litigate things, to challenge each other, and then look to make a consensus decision, or not. But my point is that is our voice as people, as individual uri of Ngāpuhi nui tonu. But the hapu decision-making process is clear in the Waitangi Tribunal findings. Hapu decision-making process. They used the individual vote on us last time in Tūhoraniku. They did not have hapu decision-making. This is our chance as hapu to work our way through it together tonight, hopefully, make a decision or not. But this is our chance as hapu to mahi tōpū. And I came home early from what I was doing to make sure I was in the room. And you know, that's just my commitment to my hapu and the importance of this decision. So I'm just saying that everyone gets a voice. Our whānau are not excluded because they get their voice through the individual vote and they choose to exercise it whether they like it or not, they can. But this is a hapu process, and let's just, you know, have a really good week and look to make decisions together, or not. And that's fine if we don't make a decision. E pai ana tira. But at least we're in the room together, we're whanaunga, and we're going to nut it out together. Kia ora.
Kia ora. Is there anyone else that...
E tautoko na Ngāpuhi hana, I nau ka mahara ki o tātou tūpuna. Ka kohi rātou, ko rātou te ahika, ka tupuna o rātou take ki nui te papa, ka tautohe tohi rātou ki reira, and then ka tau, ka haere katoa rātou me te rātou I aki. Ki enei rā, ko whai whakaro tātou ki te katoa kei hia ke rānei, engari ke konei te ahika, ke a tātou te tikanga, ki te tahutahui o tātou kaupapa kia mura tonu ai. E tino tautoka nau I tērā, kia kite ai, e ha te koro te whare. Mene ki te ai mai tātou ko tātou katoa tēnei, aha koe I pōti koe mo te nō. Ki te nō tātou ko tātou katoa tēnei. Mena ki te tiro tātou ki wahu I a tātou, mo te takitahi, he kaupapa pāki o tērā. So, me noho me te whakahoki atu I tēnei.
We've got one more speaker here. I think we've kind of had a range of views, so maybe we move to actually making the decision after this.
In listening to this debate, and I totally, at Hapu, we make a lot of decisions on behalf of the hapu, hoping that it's for the benefit of the hapu, of those that are absent. Because we're the ones that are there doing it. And we hope it's for the benefit of the Māori. They should come home and tell us if it isn't. That's one way to keep them home, is to do some, make a decision that they don't agree. It's quite a delicate decision. Now, the other thing that got put to me is, I've been asked by some of my younger ones through this whole process, so what number mandate is this? And I tell them, and I give them a background, so they make a decision. And right through the whole thing, they've voters at different times, right up till now. And I've had those who have voted earlier go, oh, if they'd had that and that one, I would have voted for them. For me, that's the uncertainty of those individual votes. But I return to, as we've all said, we're the hopewhanga, we're the apaka. We have to make those decisions at home on behalf of everybody, hoping that it's the best decision. So my kōrero here is that, no, we don't include those individual votes.
Waiana, to move to the next step. So before we make a decision on that particular kōrero, we need to make a decision on how we make a decision. So the suggestion is that it's a show of hands, you've all got a card. If you we'll put the resolution and then, or the decision that needs to be made up on the projector, and then if you're in favour of it, stand or raise your hand with your card, you will be counted. We would, if you're happy with doing it this way, we would ask that each row does it row by row, because we're going to need people to come and actually record who's in favour and then those against. That means that we're making a majority decision here, and we're just using, using what we have available to us in terms of the people that are in the room tonight making that call as to whether we have those individual votes counted. Kate Pine, is that all right? So, right. So the decision on how we make the decision is it's going to be majority vote show of hands. Kapai? All those in favour of that decision, say aye. Raise your hands. We will count you, because we have to record this. Otherwise, it's a little bit technical, and we just need to make sure that it's recorded clearly. Alright, I've just been informed by our observer that we don't have to, it's a clear majority. Everyone can put your arms down. It's obviously obvious that we've agreed to make a decision by majority on this and show of hands. So now we will move to the actual decision on whether to accept the individual votes or not. Right? Okay, so all of those who do not agree to having the individual votes counted as part of the hapū decision, if you do not agree to having the individual votes part of the hapū decision, please raise your hands. Just hold them up for a minute. Hold on one. Alright, we've got a clear majority that we think, so all those, you can put your hands down, those that do not want the individual votes counted, those that do want the individual votes counted, raise your hands. Okay, anyone abstaining or want to be reported as abstaining? And just to check, and I should have already checked this, that all of you that are participating in this decision have registered. Right? Okay. There's some with hands and without cards, so I'm just making sure.
Maybe say hold up your card.
Yeah, just make sure you hold up your card so we know that you've got, that you have signed the form and registered. All right, first decision done. Well, actually 2 decisions. Well done. Well done. So the next decision is the big one. Do you, Te Parawhau, support? And you are making the decision tonight here in the room, and this will be the final decision for Te Parawhau. Do you support or not the tūhono proposal for evolving the mandate? Okay, that's the next question. Right, we are being prudent. We're going to make sure we dot all our I's and cross all our T's. If we can just go to the next question. Actually, no, one after that. So this is the decision that has to be made. This is the actual wording out of the proposal. Except I've added Te Parawhau. Do Te Parawhau support the evolved mandate as set out in the information booklet to represent all of Ngāpuhi, including Ngā Hapu or Ngāpuhi, in negotiations with the Crown for the comprehensive settlement of all historical claims and Crown breaches of Te Tiriti of Waitangi, the Treaty of Waitangi. My bad, I haven't got us through the eligibility part yet, and I just want to clear that up before we make this decision. Can I just move back one step before we do that? So this is really around whether or not there's any issues with anybody participating in this vote that shouldn't really be participating in this vote. It was suggested that we have kaumātua and kuia verifying people's whakapapa as they come in the door. That wasn't something that was really supported with those that are part of the organising of this hui. So we just put together a criteria really for being eligible to be part of this decision. And that is that you descend from one of the primary tūpuna of Te Parawhau, Pona Harekeke and or Te Rau the First and or Kukupa, and the Mai Tāhuhu tūpuna, and I think I'm meant to make a change there, that's meant to be Motutara. Aloha mai. And so apart from your whakapapa and your descent from those tūpuna, add Motutara. Or replace, if you don't include Motutara. Aloha mai whānau. And as well as the whakapapa, within the past 3 generations you have either had your people buried in wāhi tapu within Te Parawhau, and or your whānau owns whenua or has owned whenua within the rohe of Te Parawhau, and or you're an active member of the Hapu of Te Parawhau and participated in Hapu decisions. Just by being here tonight, you tick that box. So that was just some criteria that we have suggested for ensuring that everybody who participates in this decision is legitimately participating in this decision. And part of the reason why we've suggested this is because there has been kōrero, irongi te rori, that there would be vans of various people coming to various hapu hui and participating in hapu votes that would normally never have identified themselves as Te Parawhau. I don't think we've got that problem here tonight. I think we're pretty good. But this was just to ensure that everybody that's part of this decision is legitimately Te Parawhau.
Outline was that, did it go through a kaumātua kuia board or the Te Parawhau marae, or is this something that
This was just put together in preparation for this meeting with some of the people that were part of organising it for this hearing. This is not official and it doesn't have to be this particular criteria. This is suggested. And if you want to, as a hapū here today, to not have that criteria or to change that in some way or shape or form, then we can do that. We're asking also for you to consider that if there are disputes around eligibility, that the hapū agreed to reserve the right for whakapapa experts to be determined by the hapū to address that after the hui rather than within the hui, you know, and to raise that directly with any individual if there's a dispute. And it's not necessarily going to be the case, it's just covering things off. Alright, I've just been informed that the technical advisors have a different view and that if there's any disputes about people's whakapapa or eligibility to participate, that needs to be dealt with here and now. Okay, so if we're going to deal with that here and now, perhaps the best thing to do is just to make a decision as to whether, or basically if there's any issues with anyone here not being eligible to be here, to raise that now. If there isn't, we will decide that everyone that is registered to vote is eligible to vote. Kia ora te rā.
Kia ora tātou. Me aroha mā ki taku kuare. Ono e kore rongi ana ngā tupuna nei. Nā wai me ngā tupuna I whakatungia hei tupuna mō te Parawhau. So I'm just saying you have to excuse my ignorance. I just wanted today, me he me ko ngā kaumātua, ngā kui araini, I whakatungia e wena tupuna, e tupuna mō te Parawhau. So I'm just asking about the tupuna that have been put up for te Parawhau. If the kaumātua and kuia have sorted that or endorsed that, ki te pai ki au. Ngari kore ronga. I suppose I should qualify my question. Hau e uri no te Parawhau. Ka moia kukupa, ka moia whiti au puti ki waho, ko koke, tā poke, ko te rū, ko te rauma, ko te ngere. Ahu mai nei te toko tonu nei. Te rū, ka puta ko akarana rewi, ka moia maraia kake. Maraia kake ahu mai nei te tupuna. Te rauma, ka moia te toko rua nei, ka puta ko hariata, ka moia hona, ka puta ko maraia, ka moia tito para, ka puta ko en, ka moia te rā nei, puta tēnei te kaipororo. A mātou ko taku tua hene, kai mātou me taku tua hene, taku tua roa mātou tai mani, I tēnei aiha, I tēnei pō, me taku ira mati ki ora tātou.
Please excuse my ignorance, but I just asked the question. It says you just seen from the primary tupuna, kono harake and the kupa and the naita and the motu, kara otu, burgers, do you have to be descended from all of that tupuna or just one? Just one, eh? Do you have to, so to be eligible, do you have to be a descendant of all of those tupuna or just one of them?
Just one. So just one and basically be part, well, the kōrero in some parts of the world is that if you've been gone for 3 generations and haven't been, then you've been ahikaro, then your ahikaro has gone out. So that's part of the reason why those other criteria were part of that period. We've got a suggestion that we remove the word primary from there.
You have primary tupuna puna harakeke and or tirarau and or kuputa. You know, the primary tupuna is still not a primary. They are the primary tupuna. Yeah, they are the primary tupuna for the Parawhau, but not all of us. I can say I am, not all of us. Not all of you.
So make it clear that you only need to be descended from one. So this last bit about the disputes we need to remove. So that cannot happen the way that's been suggested there. And if there are any disputes around anyone's eligibility, we need to deal with them tonight. What we're suggesting is that if you're not eligible because of the above, that you just disqualify yourself. Okay, you don't have to put your hand up because you know nobody here is really very. I would think on being seen as interested in verifying everybody's hapū, and you know we all, I would think, know who each other are. Kilda,
when you filled in the first form to become registered, it actually you put in your hapū. So if you've got a voting order, then you must be entitled to vote.
You're entitled to vote if you're
Because it has to go through their
So if you're registered with the Runanga, you just have to be a descendant of Ngāpuhi, I think is the eligibility for Runanga registration. You might not necessarily have gone any further than that in terms of identifying your particular hapū and so on and so forth. So you could have got a voting pack and not be qualified. But we're just concerned with those in the room tonight. We're not whether or not you're registered with the Runanga. Those that registered to vote tonight at the table at the back of the room. Okay. So, Waitangi, is that all right for everybody in terms of those criteria? And that if you feel like you don't fit those criteria, then you just basically disqualify yourself. Take the vote.
So my concern is that not all of the tupuna of Te Parawhau are in that lineup of tupuna up there. So there are some Parawhau tupuna who are not listed up there. So what do those people do? You see? And ke mohe mai tātou e Te Parawhau, te ingoa Te Parawhau I tīmata mai a te tīrarau tuatahi. Tīmata mai reira. Engari, ki hei te katoa o Te Parawhau I heke mai I a te tīrarau tuatahi. Ki hei te katoa o Te Parawhau I heke mai a te ponaharakeke. Nā, koe tēnu ko taku awanga mo tēnā. If you come from Te Ponaharakeke, if you come from Tirarau Tuatai, if you come from Kuhupa, oi pai ana koe, you're in the right place. But if your tupuna is somebody else in those Parawhau whakapapa, me pēhea koe. Nā, mo te taha kia motutara, kia ngai tāhuru. Ngai tāhuru I konei rātou I mua o te tainga mai o Ngapuhi ki konei. Hapa e ora tonu ana wetahi o ngai tāhuru. Kei poroti te wetahi, o te maungaunga tērā. Kei takahiwai wetahi, o te patuharake ke tērā. So I'm just trying to work out how do you marry, how do you bring yourself into this process if you can't come from any of those tupuna who are listed up there.
Okay, so we can add those tupuna that you suggested.
Enjoyed this, we all tried to be as inclusive as we could get.
And Waitangi Tuesday the first in Kukupati rather than the Tuesday, sorry, the third. We thought, okay, we've covered and checked what's out here. But, yeah, but Waitangi, if you want Tuesday the first, Tuesday the second, and Tuesday the third up there, I'm happy with that. You're all happy with it?
Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there are other tupuna who should be up there, but they're not there. There's a whole list of them.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, the issue is, that I suppose, is the descent word, you know?
Right.
Or you know, how do you clarify yourself as a parawhau, is the question. Because that's what's up there now, is saying that that's the way that you have to clarify yourself over through those tupuna up there. Ka horea hawe kōrero ana mō ngā tirarau, for all of the tirara. I'm also speaking about other tupuna that, you know, who are not up on there. Te kahore tetahi, ko te pā tetahi. Ko wetahi atu me wetahi atu. So, I don't know, is there a way that you can turn that first bullet point around so that it can cover the whole of the parawhau?
For the Te Tiriti, his hapū before was Ngāti Rua Maio. That was him. Parawhau came at his funeral, and his death, the name had been changed at Te Tiriti's funeral. And he was killed in the battle of Ngāti Wai, so Ngāti Wai can verify this. But his hapū before that was not Parawhau. His one was Ngāti Rua o Maio. That's all kia ora. So it starts after his death as the beginning of Parawhau. I'm sure that if anyone's got anything to add on top of that, please add, but that's all I know on that. Te Tiriti. They come with Ngāti Rua o Maio. It used to be a hapū in whāngarei. Kia ora, because here's a for example, that comes off those lines. Kia ora.
Okay, so do you want, we can just add some more of those tupuna, or would that satisfy your concern? We don't want to exclude anybody that should be included in.
I think it's problematic because there's a whole lot of them. You know, there's a whole lot of them. We'd have to sit here and talk whakapapa for the rest of the night. Is there another way that you can reconstruct that bullet point so that it can cover the whole of the parawhau?
You've got to take out the as well as primary.
Take out the primary?
The word the, that's a definite one, and primary meaning the first. But if you have all those people there, then they're not the primary. So English, if you're using English, I think you can
Or we can say you descend from tupuna off to parawhau. Full stop.
You know what's worrying me is the fact is, you see, all this goes to and it worries me that we're putting our tupuna names up there to throw out there. And I really don't want people like them to be saying, oh, okay, you know, branding my tupuna's name around. Sure. So, I am going to keep there. So, if you descend from a tupuna off to parawhau, we're not going to name anybody. And the other three criteria underneath that.
Yeah. Ko te mate ki, ahapa te hiki mai a te tiraran tuatahi. I tana matenga ka tukua tana mana kia hiki ki tana taina. Koa ia I hiki mai e kia kukupa. Ka whakatūria, ka whakairia te kukupa tēnei ingoa hei ingoa hapū. Engari, he maha o ngai tāhuhi noho toni ki konei, hore tawi hai ki te rātaha. Nā e kōrero ki ana taipari mo te kato rātou I noho mai ki konei, ka that were collected in and became part of their hapū. So all we are looking at are those contemporary ones that we know. But what about all of those ones that Kukupa took from all of those people that stayed here, that didn't go away? Ne, he tini o rātou. So, kia noho rāna tātou ki te wānanga ko wai konei, ko wai kohi aki roto i te hapū nei, e mara mai tātou ki te kato tātou.
We've just got 2 more hands up on the floor.
My concern is with the second bullet point. Within the past 3 generations, within the past 3 generations, I'm going back to, say, the 1920s. In that time, we've had world wars, we've had urbanisation, we've had drift off here and everywhere. A lot of our whānau only come back for tangi because their lives are now in other cities. Some of them have come back in the last decade or so. But the reality is they're coming back. But they are the 3rd generation. But they haven't had anybody buried in they no longer, their names weren't on the schedule back in the 1800s. Because they were on the way. Oh, we know that in Whakataka, they're here. And we tell them that they're here because through Whakataka, we know they are. So it's a little bit, that past 3 generations. A lot has happened in this country to our people in the last 3 generations. I just, maybe that needs to be reconsidered. Someone sit down. Oh.
I think on this question about eligibility to vote, we don't need to worry about all of our whānau that aren't here. We just need to worry about those that are here. So part of the registration tonight was our Kuia Kau Mātua testified that we're to qualify. So if we say that our Kuia Kau Mātua here know what they're doing, then their signature on the registration forms is the verification that those here today, tonight, are to qualify. So all we're waiting on discussing here is our eligibility for those that are here tonight.
Kia ora tātou. I was just going to say what I was. But I was going to put it another way. And that is, if anybody in attendance tonight doesn't come from one of those tupuna, kore ratu ki ngā kaumātu mi Ngāpuhi, ngā mea mōhe ona ki ngā whakapapa. I mean, if there's nobody here that come from, if everybody here comes from those tupuna, we're all good. Well, if they come from another tupuna, well, you better go and talk to the kaumātu and koe, the ones that can verify it.
I was going to come up with, I don't need that. Can anybody tell me, in any ways, have they got a family that come like Kukapa with his happy legs? Tell me. Tell me. Yeah, we got one in there. Well, we got it started from my uncle, my brother and sisters, my niece, my grand. It's gone right through the whole generation of our family. That's the Tuiwai family. And it's still coming. Harry can show his. The baby of our family, and he's got that lead. They're from generation to generation. I want anyone to stand up and see if they got it like that.
All right, so you're going to stand up. We'll check your mobile. No. So just to move us back to the issue Are we all agreed, or are you mostly comfortable with removing the limitation of 3 generations?
Aloha mai, kia ora whānau. Just wanting to add one thing, that it's clear in this PowerPoint slide, which is our definition, it's really just about who's in the room today. Can we make that clear in the wording, just so we don't get this used against us in the future? Kia ora.
Kia ora whānau. I think on that behalf, just over the past few last couple of months, that all the meetings that's been going around the rohes and everything about te ore wai and everything, everybody knew to be here tonight. I mean, I've worked my ass off all week just to make sure I can be here to make a vote for my hapū. Okay, I speak on behalf of my great-grandfather who couldn't be here. He's 95, he's the oldest tito alive, he's the oldest rata alive, okay? I come here on my behalf. I mean, I've got my whānau, I've got people like my liquor store in there who's been coming in, they're from here, from Te Parawhau. I've been telling them, are you coming to vote tonight? Oh no, I'm busy. You've got to screw you too, because you'll be those people who'll be in the background, be going, one of these fellows who made the decision for us, but if you ain't here, see you later. Okay, so I speak on behalf of me and my family here, they come from up there too, so if you ain't here, you don't make a decision, because it's the people that speak who are here. Just like if you see all around the world, who makes a decision? It's the people. Okay, so kia ora whānau.
Alright, I think we might be ready to, is everyone comfortable with agreeing to this? You're happy to, right, all those in favour that this is the criteria, if you're to participate in the decision tonight as part of Te Parawhau, that you must meet these criteria, and if you're not, you'll disqualify yourself. There won't be any opportunity for raising any issues about anybody's eligibility after tonight. If it's not done tonight, that's it, you just have to move on. Okay? Alright, so all those in favour say aye. Raise your hand along the way, we're raising hands. If you agree to the eligibility as it was up on the PowerPoint, raise your hands.
Because the screen's cut out,
Oh no, the screen will come back on shortly. Okay. We've got a clear majority. Anyone that wants to have their vote recorded against that as the eligibility criteria? We've moved on. All of you guys have said aye. Is there anyone that wants to say no, that you don't support that eligibility criteria? Carl, anyone want to be recorded as abstained? Carl. Okay. Right.
Let's go.
So the next decision is the big one, really. So do Te Parawhau support the evolved mandate as set out in the information booklet to represent all of Ngāpuhi, including our Hapu and Ngāpuhi, in negotiations with the Crown for a comprehensive settlement of all historical claims and Crown breaches of Te Tiriti of Waitangi, the Treaty of Waitangi. Ready to vote? By show of hands, all those that support the evolved mandate, please raise your hands. All done.
Can we get the recorder?
This is the decision we need to record, so we just have to take notes of which numbers are being raised. Nobody's allowed to stalk anybody, criticise anyone, or be in any way negative about their decisions. We want to leave here, everyone wants to leave here as whānau Te Parawhau tighter than when you came in the room, regardless of your decision. So all of those against, all of those Te Parawhau that do not support the evolved mandate, please raise your hands. Nikki. Nikki. Sorry, Father, we're going to just do this slightly differently. All of those that are voting yes, please raise your hands again. We're going to come around and just collect your cards. So they can just all be compiled and you can record accurately.
You can have it back later if you want it, once we tell you.
And you can have your card back later.
Would like a card back because it's at the start of the moment.
Curating everybody, we've got a couple of people that want to keep their cards because this is a historic moment. And if you want your cards, you can collect them before you leave tonight. Okay? So, just before, Nikki's just collecting the no votes. Is there anyone that wants to be recorded as abstaining? Got 2 abstentions. Can I take your cards and then come back to I'm collecting any votes, any people that want to be recorded as abstaining. Is there anyone else that wants to abstain?
There are not going
Kia ora tātou e tātou mā. Me nui tuaki ana hau ki te whakamara mātu. E ake te take a taipani abstain mai. Because mohi anau, kei kone we tehi o ku whanau me mā taki mai ana I a hau. So I just want to say that for myself, that abstaining from tonight's vote is the best way that I can support my Te Parawhau people. Because I'm in support of the mandate. I'm in support of the mandate. I want to say that there's no way that the Crown is going to tell me that they're going to give me back my rangatiratanga, because my rangatiratanga has never been taken away from me or from my Poroti people. When the fight, the gum war happened out at Poroti, the chiefs at Poroti were still in charge of their people. We had a governor down in Wellington and a police contingent over here in Whangarei. When the police came out to Poroti to tell Poroti to stop their fighting, they wouldn't listen. They sent the word down to Wellington to tell the governor those Poroti Maoris won't stop fighting. They come back and tell the Poroti people, the governor said, stop fighting. They wouldn't listen. The reo that brought that fight to an end was Mahi Kamiti, their own whanaunga. That was who they were going to listen to, not to the Crown. So I want to say that there ain't no way that the Crown is going to come back and tell me, here, Taipati, here's your, and your Poroti people, here's your whanatanga. The other thing I want to say is that I don't believe that 2020, a year that was on there, I don't believe what the Crown said. They're not to be trusted. But if they're coming past my little box and going to drop some things off, I don't mind going out to pick it up. Because I don't want my tamariki and my mokopuna to grow up in the poverty that we grow up in. If there's a little bit of a chance that those tamariki and those uri can have options and opportunity, even if the opportunity is only this big, and I want them to have it. I want them to have it. So that's the reason why that's why I abstain from the vote. Because that's the best way that I can support the Parawhau. Kia ora tātou.
Kia ora tātou. We have a result. You would like me to announce it? So we have 7 who voted for, 52 against, and 4 abstained. So Te Parawhau have voted against supporting the evolution of the mandate. Kia ora. So I think that means that we don't have to answer any more questions. We're done for tonight. Just want to say it was a pleasure coming to help you with this decision and congratulate you on getting through it so quickly and relatively simply. Kia ora.
Kia ora tēnā tātou katoa. E mihi ana kia koutou aha koe I takahi mai koutou I hea. I pōti koutou mo ngā mea ka tika kia koutou, kia pono kia koutou, mea koutou whakatupuranga ake. Hoino ko tai mai ki te mutunga o te pō, e tū nei au ki te whakanui ngā kai whakahaere, I roto I warātou mahi. Nā reire, e mihi ana kia koutou katoa, me mea me. Me tukuna mai he tohu o ta koutou aroha ki ara, te tukuna mai te paki. I te mea ko tauto tātou whare, me to tātou pōti ko tātou katoa tēnei. Aha koa, pēha te haere o te pōti ko tātou katoa tēnei. Nā reira ko te inoi au ki taku rangatira kia tūmai ia, I te whakamutu I to pō, I to tātou pō ki raru te krakia. Māna ona hoki āmine te kai kimuri, kia haere I tātou ki te whānga I a tama āroto, I te paunga o to tātou hui, me te huri ki wainganui a tātou ki te tuitui o tātou whanauatanga. Nā reire mihi ana kia tātou katoa, a tēnā tātou kotahi katoa, I mua I te krakia, me nohau ki raro tēnā pia, he tāngata ki wainganui a tātou, e hi ana ki te tū ki te mihi. Nā reira, me nohau ki raro.
Kia ora mano tātou katoa e rangira, tēnā koe, tukuna mai tēnei wāna. O ene o mātua e hiana te tuaki. Hātia a hau I tautoko nge I te endorsed mandate, e mihi atu ana kia koutou te Parawhau. I te nuinga o te Parawhau, I kore I tautoko. Noti atu ai ki reira. No reira a hau, e tautoko ana te tūmo ngāti te Parawhau. Anō o tēnā koe. Hātia ngā whiki ngā heke, ka mihi atu nei kia koutou. A kia tātou katoa, uri no ki ora mano tātou.
Me tātou. Weno, hau nei tua pena ki te tautoko a kei ngā mihi a te rā, kia tātou. Kia tātou. Hāpua wetahi ki hei I whakai, te nuinga I whakai, ki kahore I whakai. Weno, kore tango atu tō tātou whanaungatanga e tātou ma. Tangi ana te toto ki te toto. Nā reire whenu mihi atu ana kia koutou. Mihi atu ana kia koutou, kia tātou o te Parawhau, te kōrero I whakatau, ki roto I tō tātou whare I tēnei pō. Weno tāku e raniera, e tautoko te kōrero a taku tamaiti a te ara. Kia ora mai tātou katoa.
Kia ora tātou. Ngai whakatū tēnei nā tōku whāia nei, hei tūake, te tautoko i ngā mini kua whakawhare ki hia i tēnei ahi pō. Tēnei mātou te whare Parawhau ki tō hianga, tēnei kamuiake kia kōtō o te rā kia tātou. Kua taia tina nā mai tēnei rā, kia kōroro hia ngā kōrero, whakatau ngā whakataunga. Ko reira, tikana tumihiake ki o tātou, kuia kaumātua, kai te rārangi hia nei tēnei pō, tēnei kamuiake ki o kōtau. Me ngā wera i whakapau ki o kōtau mō nā tau e hia ke. Ko reira, kei ta mōhi o tuni tātou, nui nā kaupapa kei mui a tātou. Ko te rako tātou i mui ake ki o kōtau, tēnei pō. Kia ora.
Tēnei ki mi mō ki o kōtau. E wātai no tātou e kūnei, o mō puna o kato tito. Nā tūtai, tēnā rā koutou katoa, ngā whānau katoa, hapu o Parawhau. Tēnā rā koutou katoa, ngā whia, ngā koro, ngā whānau. Ko mahana tā ngā kauru, me tāma i roto i tēnei roma, i tēnei pō. Ki tiro mai i roto i tēnei roma, ngā whānau katoa, ahau. Ahau e tū, e tōku pura. I am the eldest tōku puna. O kahu, tito.
Gracias.
Moe mai a kahu, a seso moriati, ana te ingoa hau. I'd like to, at this stage, also acknowledge our kaimahi, our whakakaere i mua i te ringa me. Ai, e marama koe nā whānau katoa. I want to say one thing. What makes me proud of being Parawhau is we allow each other to make our choices. I, kaore, makes no difference. Because we are still one. Horeira kia koutou mā tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, kia tau te rengi māre kia koutou hoki.
Te hanga nei ko tau anō tō tātou whare. Ko te pāroa, ko te ino iau kia tātou katoa, kia tū, kia waiata i te himene whakaaria mai. Tisa, maui tino.
Tana, homie, huie,
tai. E tūkuna mai koe te haora, tūkuna mai koe te haura, tūkuna mai koe te manaora, tūkuna mai koe te mauri ora. Kia hahawa ke nei e kurunga ki roto i tēnei whara, kia hahua mai ki roto i ngā ngāka o te mininga ko tau mai ki te waro. Tūkuna mai te wairua tapu, hei manaki a mātou e whai whakaro nei ki te hoki ki o mātou kāinga. Araia ngā huarahi, kia tai o rātou i mātou ki o mātou kāinga, ki o mātou whānau e tatari nei. Ka whakamoemiti mo ngā manaki tanga nāwi whakau mai ki runga i a mātou i te rā nei, me te inoi kia noho tonu mai koe ki tō mātou taha. I nā naunga mea katoa mai te rangi ki te whenua, he hōnore, he krori ki tu ingoa tapu. Maratu I te ingoa te matu, te tama me te wairua tapu. Āmine. Tēnā tātou ko tahi katoa.
Can we, for those who want to, can we move outside for a group photo while we set up the tables for the play?